Hello and welcome back. My name is Tanesha Craig-Stewart.
I'm Lisa Cook.
And this is another Chit Chat special. And we have an amazing, beautiful guest right here in our studio, Miss Angeline.
Hi.
Welcome.
So glad to be here.
Yes, we're happy you are here, and we cannot forget the fabulous Lisa on tonight. She's giving us a new woman. We'll figure out the name later on, because you know she has a new name.
Leave me alone today.
With a new hairstyle. You're giving. I'm gonna think of it. You're giving me Betty Bob meets Black History Month meets Tina, Ike, both of them. But we're gonna get into it tonight. We have a beautiful guest that's gonna tell us who she is, what she's about, and all the awesome things that she does. So, who is Angeline?
Speaking of every woman.
Every woman. Every woman.
Well, I mean, hey, like Lisa, listen, I wear many hats.
Come on.
Meaning my units, meaning my personalities,
Yes.
meaning just like everything about me. So, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, I was a spouse. Also, like, I'm a confidant, I'm a counselor, I'm in ministry.
Good.
I wear a lot of different hats.
All right. So she's wearing all the beautiful hats. She looks great from head to toe.
Gorgeous.
But you have a story.
Yeah.
So just kind of walk us through just some things that you've gone through that you overcame, and kind of dive into how you overcame and what that looked like for you.
I mean, first of all, like I, like a lot of people, was raised by a single parent. So it was majority my mom, and then also raised in the house with my grandmother. My grandmother had rheumatoid arthritis, so she was bedbound for the majority of my life.
Wow.
So learning how to be a caregiver was something that I was just kind of thrown into. And my mom never put it on me because I wanted to be there. I found myself learning how to just care and be there for people. So also, my grandmother was a minister. My mom was also a minister.
Wow.
So I mean, it really
Legacy.
is. Right?
Legacy.
It's in the blood. And so I think just that background, even though I'm young, I'm only 36.
Come on.
But I think being raised and being brought up in that background, it just kind of helped me to know who my source was, where my strength comes from. Understanding that like I had this well and fountain that I could always draw from, that I could always pull from. So anytime I felt the deficiency or insufficient, I knew I could always go back to God. And with me being the only child, my church, it was my home church. We had, that's why my cousins were.
Right,
So,
right.
If my cousins were there, I wanted to go to church.
You want to be there.
And so, they helped me overcome so many things in my life. My marriage happened very, very quickly.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's something that we can definitely talk about.
Yeah. Now, it wasn't like this TikTok woman where she's saying, did I marry?
Oh,
no, have we been watching the 50 part? Who did I marry? It's not
well,
like
maybe
let's see. This might be part 2.
And she told her story.
She told her story. It took me 4 days, but she told the story.
Yeah, she told her story. So I was officially divorced in August of 2020.
Okay.
And then listening to her story and the time frame, I was like, what's this? Did he divorce me? And then he jumped ship with the Georgia and married her.
Wow. But
right,
it's the same man.
It's the same person.
Right.
But I think that was part of it. A lot of women could relate
to that.
why why it was so popular. A lot of women could relate to what she was saying.
Right.
In some of the relationships that they've dealt with.
Yes, and that was the thing with me. It was very relatable, almost too relatable. And the key takeaway for me is the fact that sometimes when we are so excited about these new relationships and these engagements that we just overlook all the red flags.
Wow.
We allow ourselves to be gaslit. If you pay attention, she didn't tell a lot of her friends. She didn't really have a vetting system. And so even though I feel like I went through a lot of those things myself, my ex-husband was very persuasive. It was the love bombing. It was a lot of different things that happened that I'm like, well, this gotta be right.
Yeah.
Like I never had been pursued like that, but at the same time I realized just like she did, I gave him the blueprint.
Oh yeah.
On me.
On who you are.
Yeah, and what I went through. And so in the wrong hands, that's, could be your demise, but in the right hands, it could be your blessing. So I resonated with that in a lot of different ways. But even in the midst of that, I feel like it had to be a part of God's plan, because surviving that, going through it, and being now on the other side, I'm not bitter, I'm happy, I'm glowing.
Yes. And it's not just the lighting. It's glowing for real.
But maybe this is a Holy Ghost glow.
Yes.
It comes from a place where, like, I really took the opportunity to work on me, and I still am. I went to therapy more than once, even during the pandemic. I thank God for the ability to have the digital method of therapy, the virtual therapy. So, and I also chose a therapist who was a man. Am I tripping? Because sometimes women, like, hold on. If I go to my good sister Tanesha, she'll be like, "Girl, you're not tripping." But then if I ask, like, my guy friend, he's like, "Okay, this is where you're going." Right. And so I appreciated that. So for me, being on the other side of her, like, I realized that, listen, you don't have to stay there. It's a choice. You don't have to stay offended. It's a choice. You don't have to stay bitter. It's a choice. Just like we choose to love. So I chose to overcome all of that. To this day, God bless the man of God, and whatever he does, whatever he does with his life, live and be great, because I am beautiful.
So what advice can you offer women who are tuned in? Because we have a big audience, young, old, white, black. So what advice would you give a woman right now that might be going through a situation, relationships, in a season of singleness? What can you encourage tonight?
The first thing I would say is take your time and to just heal. Find out who you really are, and let your heart break first over the relationship, over the breakup, because we try to be so strong. I'm not bothered, and you are. You really are bothered. It really did hurt you. You really are devastated. So live in your emotions. Just embrace it for what it is. That's the first step, and then you can start to get a plan of action or a plan of strategy on how to move forward. What does moving forward look like? What do you want to see? How do you want to see yourself? And you have to envision yourself on the other side of this, because it gives you something to live for every day. It gives you something it motivates you. It helps you to go forward. And of course, baby, leave that stuff to God. If you truly trust God, you have to leave it to Him. Allow Him to fix it, because He will fix it in His divine time. If you try to rush past the hurt, if you try to rush past feeling, insecure, if you try to rush past all those things, then when a new person you do try to date again, right, it's gonna be so triggering. And that's what we don't want. If we want healthy relationships, then you have to be healed yourself first, heal and made whole, and you can't skip steps and think that you're gonna do that.
That's good. Come on. So definitely she's a minister for sure. So kind of tell us about your profession. You said you're a counselor.
Yes. So right now I am in school pursuing my master's in marriage and family therapy.
Awesome.
And I know, like, I went through a divorce. How am I gonna be there? But listen, I have some nuggets.
Come on, you need some nuggets. Don't give us all the nuggets, because they gotta come see you.
Yes,
and then a copay.
Yes, you do. So
don't give them everything tonight.
So yes, I am pursuing my master's in marriage and family therapy, and again, it was the Lord having to reveal to me, like, this is who you are. This is what's on your life. I gave it to you. It's a gift. And again, being on the other side of divorce now, like, I realized, this is it. This is my calling. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I've already been doing it with my friends. But this is something, like, I can do, and I can pay for it and be rewarded. So that's my passion. So that's what I do.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, awesome.
So probably a year from now, we'll be listening to how amazing her sessions are. And
I will need everybody to go and do a nice Yelp review.
Come on. I know that's right.
Yes.
Awesome. So if you don't mind, Angeline, we would love for you to hang out with us on our chit chat. So we have some fun topics. We just have girl talk. So I think she can hang with us.
You're gonna be a chick today.
Yes.
Okay. On a much lighter note, that Super Bowl, and
You mean the Usher concert?
Yeah, more specific to that, the halftime show.
Yeah.
That Usher.
Oh goodness. My mind is fine.
Oh,
He made me wrong.
Right. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Well, let's see, ladies. What do y'all think about the whole issue with Alicia Keys?
Oh goodness.
The hug, the everything. I mean,
You call it a hug?
well,
You gonna call it?
we'll
You
talk
gonna call
about
it?
what I call it.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, and because he's like named America's crush now.
Yes.
Everybody has a crush on Usher. Do we think it was appropriate? I mean,
What you think, Angela?
Well, being that, I think Usher released maybe the day after that he got married.
Yes, he got married that day.
He was married. So you talking about two married people, and we understand it is for entertainment.
Yes.
And I think that they're friends because in the actual video they kind of do the same.
Yes.
I think social media just kind of took
We're
it
crazy.
with it. You know,
We're
they're
crazy.
friends. They've been in entertainment for so long.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys, they post this picture. You know, they're on a plane or something.
Yes.
You know,
Enjoying life.
Yeah, like
Right,
this smile
right.
like this. Okay, we know this shit like
We're enjoying it.
Because I mean, they trying to Usher just a home wrecker, you know.
He-
He too far.
Oh,
They
goodness.
get first.
He has wrecked them all.
Yeah.
Usher
Yeah.
has, but it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. And like she said, Swiss Beats immediately wrote a statement out the next day, not even 24 hours. It was like, this is my wife. We're on the jet. We're on the PJ. Like, this is entertainment. And it was entertainment because we kept talking about it.
Right.
So they served the purpose, right?
did.
So I didn't see anything wrong.
I really didn't either. I feel like, like you're saying, they doing what they do. They entertain, you know. And I mean, they're probably, like you said, friends, close friends. The kids may play together. They probably, get together with their spouses or girlfriends or whatever and hang out. So I just didn't think it was a big deal. You know me.
I don't think so either. But
They talk now about how what is it, work husbands? Work husbands.
oh, let me sip my tea. Hold on.
Cause honey,
Girl, that's a real thing.
yeah. So I mean, I don't think that was really an example.
No.
Of it, but I mean, have y'all ever had a work husband?
Now, Lisa, let me see.
Cause
Angeline, have you ever?
I just, I go to work.
Look, I work myself.
And, I mean, if somebody wants to buy me lunch, then,
You know.
yeah.
But it's a lot of that going on. There's so many funny videos of that. Just, oh my gosh, on TikTok and everything. But it's a real thing. And like you said, some people were saying, was Alicia and Usher, where they work husband and wife. I'm like, it's entertainment.
It is. I know, just for a story, I did have a friend one time, and he was male, who I worked with in, rest in peace, Anthony. But he was just such a good guy. He was like all of the ladies,
All the work,
in a male-dominated field. And, he would just kind of spoil us, but I mean, don't get into it, Steve.
Yeah.
Because if my husband were to walk into the workplace, he'd dap him up and
Right, there was respect there.
so it wasn't anything like that. And but he ended up getting married, and we threw him this big pre-wedding. Just have fun. We would really have fun with Anthony, and so giving honor to him. I really miss him. He passed about 6 or 7 years ago, and I haven't seen his little boy or anything, but yeah. But that was sort of I mean, we didn't talk afterwards. It wasn't anything like that. But we said he was our work husband.
He had several wives, so he must have been Nigerian. Anthony African?
Not to be.
Yes, Anthony was African. You said he had all of y'all.
Yeah.
All the
He
time.
didn't have a hair on. He was an American with a hair on. Yeah. Because
Really?
we'd all go to lunch. He'd hold everybody, hold the door for all of us and stuff. He's just a nice
guy. A gentleman. He was a gentleman.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was a gentleman. And I'm so glad we're talking about work and workplace because we still have this stigma of Black women having to work harder, twice as hard than any other culture. So even with that, we saw that Beyonce, 16 carriages. She's diving into country music. And do you think she has to work harder? Entertainment, do you think she has to prove something? Because a lot of people are getting backlash. A lot of people are yes, but then a lot of people are not happy that she jumped into this genre. And I think it just shows another way of how we have to prove ourselves even more. So how do you feel, or have you ever experienced being a woman of color, having to prove yourself twice as much, 3 times as much?
I think we all into a certain degree. If you're climbing up any kind of corporate ladder or any organization, as a woman, and especially as a woman of color, you kind of have to prove yourself. And not even prove yourself, but make your stamp. Right? Yeah. You have to make your stamp. And in doing so, you have to make sure that you are not the stigmatized, angry black woman. That part. But you still have to stand on business at the same time. So I may have to project a little bit, loud. I may have to make sure that they understand who I am. Who you are. And make sure that you establish boundaries so that they won't cross them, but at the same time be open. So I think it's a tough line. It's a very thin line, but it's always Beyonce and her music. Again, she's an entertainer. She is. So she's gonna do what's next. Now, a lot of people were just saying from some of the things that I read, that we've had black country and artists, and we have, and they're coming, and we have, but
a lot of the current genres that are out there stem from, things that we originated. So it's not like she's breaking into country. She is country. And she's Beyonce, so she's gonna do what she wants to do.
Right, country rock.
Yeah, you can't tell Beyonce where not to go. She's gonna do it. So, it is true that we as black women have to, work a little harder, in different spaces, to prove ourselves. But as far as Beyonce.
Is there a personal where you felt that I won't say discrimination, but you felt that shift or felt slighted because you were a woman of color? It can be in the workplace, personal experience, and then I would love for you to share Angeline.
Yeah, I have. I think we all have been in spaces where we're not the majority, and we have to, like you said, sort of prove ourselves. Go above and beyond the call of duty just to be seen as equal. So, yeah, I've been in those spaces, especially when I was younger. Trying to make my career, establish myself in my career. And I just, kind of muscle through, prayer, get you through. Right. Just kind of, know what the situation is and, get through it.
Right. So do you have a personal experience?
Oh,
unfortunately, yes. Yeah. I will even bring it to the church world.
Yeah.
Because being a female preacher in such a male-dominated arena is definitely different. You have to prove yourself over and over again, and you get hit with things supposed to be quiet. You get hit with a lot of different things. For sure. So if you have to study to show yourself approved as a female preacher, you definitely have to know yourself. You have to know who you are, right? And so you do have to make your own mark. And again, you still can't be too loud. You still can't be too masculine. So like, how do you preach and how do you deliver a word but yet still be feminine?
Right.
So,
and meek.
And still be humble. And then if you have a husband as well, and both of y'all are in ministry, or both, or one of you are not, it's definitely a delicate balance in between. And so I think one of the most challenging things for me is whenever I have to preach for the last 7 sayings. Because it's so traditional. Number one,
it is right. Very,
and then again, it's like almost like yes, you do. You gotta bring it, right? And then again, it feels like such a boys' club. And I've been to them at being young. Yeah, I've been to them, and I'm like, okay, y'all are just trying to out preach each other. So now I have to be myself. Be a woman, preach a traditional thing, be feminine, and so and then do it with a spirit of excellence and class and decorum at the same time. Like we have like a lot of hats to wear for this particular event, but thankfully none of the backlashes came to me. Praise the Lord.
That's good.
That'll be another topic.
Right, for another day.
But yes, but yeah, no. So I feel that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And I'll say in my instance, like you said, church, personal. But I will say, like you said, we're more so the minority in a lot of settings, in a lot of spaces. So it's just really walking in with confidence. Like for those who know, I'm recently certified in Pilates. So I make a joke saying I'm the darkest thing walking in there, but I am. But I walk in with confidence. I walk in knowing my stuff, being prepared. So there won't be any slip up because I don't know. You do have to know twice as much and study twice as hard. But I think that just builds the character. So you're able to walk in a male-dominated field or with your other colleagues who might be of another race. So I think that we're still climbing, but striving and getting better to the point where you are the smartest one in the room. You become the talented one in the room, but it speaks for itself. And so that's kind of my thing. I don't have to open my mouth to show you how smart I possess that. And so I think we're climbing as women of color in our society. And we can see it all over the news, the world, the social media, that we're still climbing. So if Beyonce want to sing them 16 carriages or whatever she want to do, take them, hold them down, whatever the second song is, we gonna be right there, supporting. Right, you know it's gonna be a line dance. It's gonna take me a while. I just learned to me a dance. Hold on, goodness, I just learned to dance. Game time.
Like a game.
Yes. So we're gonna be right back. But right before the game, make sure you like, share, and tag someone to the Life Daytime.
This is Elder Angeline, the life coach, the counselor, the mentor, and you are watching the Life Daytime Talk Show. If you need to connect with me, you can reach me on all social media platforms at she_is_Angeline. But whatever you do, be great with your great self.
We are getting ready for our game. Lisa, you want to explain the game?
The game is called Build a Man. We're going to add ingredients to our bowl. If God gave you the perfect man, what ingredients would you add to make that man? You're gonna have number one, what the must-haves are. What you must have. And number two is what he absolutely
cannot have.
And number three
is willing to make an exception. So, Miss Angeline, we're going to ask you to look at these ingredients. And so you're going to name 4 that would fall into each one of these. So we're going to give her a few moments while we talk about what we want. So, Miss Angeline, you're going to just put in what you just put it to the side, and then you can share. So
we can help you out a little bit.
Yes,
we're
married
and we have perfect husbands.
Good.
But, you know, they perfect as they are.
Well, let's say what we were looking for. Let's say what we weren't looking for, because you know how you had a list.
Yeah.
And it was like, what's his name? Elba. What's his interest? Elba. You had interest on the board, but you had interest on your vision board. But you got Billy. You know? But no, I say like must have. I have to laugh. I have to have laughter. That's big for me. Personality is big for me. What about you? What was a must have?
You must love God.
Come on.
First and foremost, that's, you know, that's.
I should have said that first. Lisa always make me feel like.
No, that was a good one.
Lisa always make me feel like a backslider. I say I want somebody chocolate, and she go, I want somebody that read that good word. She always. You know what? Go ahead.
See, what we got?
Let's see. Okay,
Angela.
So Angela, what you put in your soup? Get your soup.
What must he have?
What's your must have? Go ahead. Right. Don't stir.
Don't stir it. All right. I'm not gonna go through all of them.
Just 4. Give us 4.
I'm just gonna randomly pick.
You put in the soup.
Okay. So, my must have. Dark in hair.
My mind. Stir it up, stir it up.
Another one is nice teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
that's funny.
So we gotta have a side too. That's good.
Amen. A man's religion. And a man's religion. I ain't read this right. It say think Jesus is what? No. It absolutely cannot.
Now, see, you know Jesus was where he was born, Bethlehem. Look it up. You better know your book. You better know your book.
And then he physically fit. Now I know I'm a plus size girl. When I say physically fit, you are healthy.
Oh, that's good.
You eat right. You drink your water.
Yes.
You go to the doctor. You're concerned about your cholesterol. You're concerned about all of those
Can he
things.
pick you up? She just trying to be sweet. Can he pick me up?
I'm just saying, she said it for me. Thank you.
Okay, so the absolutely cannot. I cannot do this.
Ooh, we cannot do smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then doesn't like pets. I'm a dog mom.
Yeah.
So he's a Yorkie mix, and it's my Jackson.
Oh,
and I rescued him from companion animal alliance.
Oh.
That's my baby.
Let's put it in.
Okay.
Yeah, make it
Can't
good.
do that. He cannot have a work wife. I know what I said, but he can't have one.
Right. She got her work husband, but okay.
And the man got to know how to drive.
Yes.
So
you gotta be a passenger princess.
at all times. And
Willing to make an exception.
if he has a regular job, listen.
Come on, benefits.
9 to good one. 9 to 5. Give me a plant worker.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Calico blue, white.
Oh,
Right.
all that.
Red.
Man, can you go outside and build me? Can you go outside and build me a fence around the yard?
Come on.
Can you come paint these cabinets? I will take it. Thank you. It was one willing to make an exception is he's woke. If he's woke, that's okay because I do want you culture.
Yeah.
I do want you to understand about Black history and our
Right.
is where we come from. Just don't be weird.
Right. Too woke.
Don't be weird.
Too woke.
Please don't. A divorcee, I am myself, but brother, just get healed. Just get healed. Get healed.
Don't be on the wide. Well, who did I marry?
No,
Don't be that.
I'm not. And if I do, I'm gonna get paid.
Right.
And then the last one is no beard. I will make an exception for no beard.
Oh.
But beards are magical. And they make the world.
But clean the beards, because you be finding nickels in the beard.
You know what?
Get through the beard. Like comb it, because I be seeing some beard.
Everybody got beard oil now, though.
Yeah,
Everybody got
That's what I'm saying. Make sure it's clean.
stuff. Yeah, get it
all, and then you have some bumps.
some coconut oil.
Come to adore her
But
beauty. Right here, put the flower right there. Adore her beauty. Let's go.
I mean, massage up the beard for you. You know, we can bond.
Okay. All right. What thing is mix up? Stir up this soup.
Stir it up real good.
Yes. I can see him.
I think 2024.
Let's stir it up. Lisa, do we have one more game before we finish?
Do we? One more game, because Angeline,
We having so much fun.
we talking about bad lines. We mean like bad pickup lines.
Ladies, y'all remember the lines.
Examples of some pickup lines you have just been like, boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere.
Let me think of something. Oh my God.
What's in the DM, Angeline? Just tell us what they saying in the DM.
Oh my God, one just happened. Here we go.
Oh, come on.
I got a FaceTime and they asked me, I'm just trying to figure out where you going. I'm like, I told you where I'm going. I look nice. Yeah, you look nice, but you look like you're trying to be my wife.
Gone.
Boom, boom.
Oh,
yeah. It was cute.
And what was your response?
I just laughed. I was like, okay.
Clean.
I didn't hang up.
I'm in the wooded area right now. Clean.
They like, and of course, all of the women of God.
Oh, goodness.
The Lord told me stop lying on Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
The Holy Ghost did not tell you.
Stop lying on him.
Stop lying on the Holy Ghost. He did not tell you that.
Because everybody wants to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, get to know me, baby.
I saw one time that
What?
said something about, are you a magician? Because every time I look at you, all the other women disappear.
Ooh.
I was like, okay.
No, you just need some new glasses because
I think,
You need some context. Ain't nobody disappeared.
And I saw a post on Instagram one day that was talking about how an African or a Nigerian would approach a woman.
Yeah.
And I go out, this one almost got me.
Okay, what is that?
And he said, I see my children in your waist. I said, ooh.
I don't,
Don't talk to me like that.
Wait.
I see my children in your waist.
We might just wait.
You see my what in the world?
Oh my goodness.
What are you down in Miami? What are you doing? Like,
he said he can see you pregnant for him.
I don't like that. That's a little evasive. I don't know about that. That's a little. So you like that? Lisa like
It was
that.
strange. That's a little bit.
Angeline.
Well, it was different.
I mean, that kind of made me think like, okay,
That's a little.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
What
You
else?
see my right? That's a little.
I think he was just trying to say, I can see us.
We just met. Nah, we just met at Circle K. No, you don't see none of that. We just met. I'm trying to pump gas. You talking about? You see? You gotta think about the location too when you get hit on. Yeah, come on, you can't be just saying that at Piccadilly.
Well, I've heard that with Africans. By that second or third date,
They're ready.
they ready. So,
I've heard that too.
Yeah,
I've heard that. I don't know.
we don't know.
I used to want a Nigerian Chris, but I think I'm alright with it.
You might surprise.
You might mix it up. Come on, mix it up a little bit. I don't know about you ladies, but tonight, today, this morning, whenever you watch, this was awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, Angeline, for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing your story, your wisdom, dropping those gems. Don't forget, she will be the best marriage therapist to come really soon. And we can't wait to see all the great things that's going to happen for you.
I'm excited.
So, I'm Tanesha Craig-Stewart.
I'm Lisa Cook.
And thank you so much for tuning in.
Our chit chat.
See you soon.
Bye.